Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's match. That was the national anthems for both teams for Northern Ireland and some technical difficulties, but very good to see the guys from the Republic of Ireland bursting into song with their own national anthem. Our commentary team tonight, I'm Alan Dewey and we have...
Hello, I'm Dave Panna and I'm buzzing to see this game started, and we are looking forward to see these two teams playing and putting whatever they have on the court. This was a very emotional display of the Irish team's unity, and I think they did such a beautiful thing. As soon as the soundtrack broke, they started singing the national anthem, and I think that was very touching. So we're off on a very good start, and I think we are in here for a treat, and this is going to be epic.
Yes, we're just getting announcements of the teams.
For Northern Ireland, number 2, Paddy Daly. Number 3, Captain Peter Stewart. Number 8, Fionn Doyle. Number 9, Luther McLean. Number 11, Miles Riley. And number 15, Matthew Jackson, with Beryl Jonathan Workman. Head coach Callum Green. The Republic of Ireland starting 6. Number 2, Keegan Davern. Number 7, Killian O'Riordan. Number 8, Jordan Donnelly. Number 10, Peter McGlynn. Number 11, Sonny Amanda Brennan. Number 12, Julian Nguna. And number 14, Zakir Happ. Head coach Graham Bell.
There we go, that's our starting 6 on both sides, and Northern Ireland is here to play, and they've got almost nothing to lose here. They have to put it all in today.
Yep, and the situation as we have it, we have 2 groups of 3 at this tournament. Each team plays the other twice. So this is Ireland's first game of the weekend, and earlier on today, Northern Ireland lost to Scotland. So if Northern Ireland lose this match, they're out, will not make the semi-finals and go through to the 5th, 6th playoff on Sunday. If Northern Ireland win, they can still make the semi-finals, and it's up to the Scotland-Ireland match tomorrow then to determine what happens.
Just a little correction. That was Faroe Islands that
played
against.
Faroe Islands.
Yeah, so they lost that game. It was a very tight second set, which Northern Ireland took over that game. But unfortunately, they lost on the 4th set at 3-1. So they're going to have to fight their way back to stay in this tournament on the home turf. So there is a lot of expectations on this team.
And this, of course, is the local derby, North against South. Many sports have similar things in club teams. Think Spurs, Arsenal, AC Milan, Inter Milan. Does anything come close to this?
Yes, I agree, Alan. This is the derby, home derby, North versus South, and it's just exciting to see this healthy competition between these boys.
And we're just about ready to serve. The lineups have been checked by the referees. They're getting the volleyballs sorted out. Make sure we have enough around the court to keep the play going. Stepping up to serve first, we have Ireland with Zakir Hassan.
And our officials, let's give it a shout out to Katerina Shepinova and Matt Proctor, who I have no doubt will do a great job.
The refereeing has been fantastic so far in this tournament.
Yes, it's been great, Alan. I gotta say, every game I watched, the refereeing has been world class.
And away we go.
Start with an easy serve. But unfortunately, that over on 2 was not successful, and it got denied, access denied by Irish Wall.
Yeah, the float serve was effective there. Didn't give the setter much of a chance from the serve receive.
I think Peter stopped that. And the serve out. I think as the game progresses, we want to see a little bit more service pressure by the team. Maybe they're trying to get themselves into the rhythm by serving easy.
Yes, previous games we've seen quite a few service errors, even if they weren't going full bore for the serve.
That's a great pickup by the setter, Riley. We have a backcourt attack. And unfortunately, Miles is not able to bring that ball back into play. And now it's 2-1 for Ireland.
Tactically already straight away we see Northern Ireland using their 2 liberos. So Johnny Workman is coming on for the serve receive, and then the other libero, Mark Christie, will be more there for his defensive cover.
And there was another, I think, communication error, which the connection between the setter, Miles, in the middle, and the middle player and the 4 outside player was not really clear. Whose ball was that? 3-1. And out of those 2 points that Northern Ireland has, 2 of them was on a misserve. So their 100% of their points came from misserves.
Let's see if the North can win a point.
And a monster block by North. Yeah, we want to see more of that, Alan.
Yeah, boom, Luther McElveen raised the roof on that one. The DJ playing his favorite song, the Monster Block song.
Captain Peter, unfortunately, misses the serve again.
This looks like the trend is continuing. That's 7 points in and a combined 3 service errors already.
That has been the theme of today, unfortunately.
Well reached by Worky.
They tried to scramble and bring the ball back. Backward attack and success on the Irish side.
I probably should say in advance, I reference Jonathan Workman there as Worky. I've known him for 20 years as Worky, so please forgive me if I don't give him his full correct surname.
I think he doesn't mind that. It's great a scramble by the Irish team.
That's a good block for them.
Backward block on the pipe, a great pickup by Peter. Can they put this ball down? And an unforced error.
In the early points, it looks like the Republic of Ireland are literally hitting hard, putting the North under pressure.
Good serve. Let's see if the referee called the ball in or out. Yeah, the call is in, so we have a monster block.
Cracker block from Njuguna. Fantastic play, great pickup by Worky. Give the setter options.
It's called out again. I think
What
there's
was called out?
few unforced error from the Northern Irish team that forces Callum coach to call a timeout.
That's a quick start by Ireland. Up 5 points really early. And of course, yeah, they're keeping their subs are warming up in between when the timeouts are called. Subs staying warm. The Irish team who've just come out from the timeout, they all look so focused. They're listening intently. They are pumped and ready to go. used the block to kill the point off. The two blockers for the South, their arms were facing outways, so if the ball hits it, that's the way it's going to go. Just out.
Out of bounds again. Another service error, but I think the Northern Irish strategy is to put a little bit more pressure on the serve and put Ireland in a compromised position to attack. That was a brilliant serve and dealt with really well. And Northern Ireland manages to win the point back, 5-9.
There's some great hard work on both sides there. It was one of the longer rallies so far in the game. They were both flinging themselves after the ball to keep it alive.
Julian, number 12, that was a cracking serve. There's so much power behind that ball.
And he blocked it with his forehead.
With his forehead. Any part of your body that counts, boy. Just block it. Don't let that ball pass.
That was just slightly out from Yamada Brannan. I wouldn't necessarily say they're all errors, just being put under pressure now. The North putting the South under pressure.
Yes, Alan, I think Northern Ireland needs to put a little bit more pressure on the serve, because this Irish team that I see, if they're in system, they've got lots of options. Big middles and big attackers on the outside.
Very good float serve from Yamada Brannan. It's not that long ago where it seemed like in the men's game, everyone had to just do as hard as they could a topspin serve. I always found it more difficult to pass the float serve because you're not sure exactly where it's going to go. Topspin, hard serve, you know where it's going.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, Alan, that those float serves sometimes are way harder to deal with. And that, just like what you saw,
And
the
there you
pass
go.
was out of system, and it just forces the setter to choose the safe option. So they're always in trouble, the attackers, because they have at least two blockers coming at them. This one was a little bit more flat and easier to handle.
There's
And points to Northern Ireland. They manage to get themselves out of trouble, win the serve back, and now Mr. Paddy Daly is on the service line. By the way, he just finished his tournament in Bucks Beach. He was down in Bournemouth competing for Northumbria, I believe.
He's done well then to be able to switch from indoor to sand back to indoor so quickly.
Yes, very quick, and that takes a lot of adaptability. Another good serve, but handled well.
A good cross-court hit from Riley. He found the space and put the ball right where no players were defending.
Yeah, as you can see, this is Ireland in system. They have options, and they have a good setter to distribute the ball all over the court. Handled well, that pass recycled. A bit out of system, but handled well again. They scramble, and Miles takes matters in his own hands, and he's like, I'm not setting anybody. Getting this point myself.
And the knock-on effect of that is it's not just that point he won, but it also means the Republic of Ireland will be wary of that and might slow down their block getting out to the sideline.
They keep them on their toes. And
as Lemmy would say, it's the ace of spades.
can this be the time that momentum swings towards Northern Ireland.
The gap's down to 3. Can they bring it back to 2? Clever play.
That's a very clever play.
It's not all about just hitting the ball as hard as you can. Got to use your brain as well. That was from Peter McGlynn.
Yeah, Peter did a really good job there, mate, to go big, jump high, show big, and then just tip the ball over the block on the little space behind the block.
And he's using the experience he has gained from playing in Slovakia this past season. Excellent hit from Bambi. Sorry, I'm just going to call him Bambi. I've known him for 20 years as Bambi. I'm going to keep it a Bambi.
Yeah, he stays Bambi. If you know him for Bambi, as Bambi for 20 years, I think we keep him that way. It's a great long swing by him. Yeah, out of system by Ireland. Yes, Bambi punishes that free ball that comes over.
Good again, and because the good pass came in, the Northern Ireland setter had time, and the middle for the South had to wait to see where the ball was going, and he couldn't get out quick enough to close the block.
And again, Peter this time goes high and hits the ball hard to the deep corner cross court.
To me, it certainly seems like both teams have settled in a bit more. We're seeing a lot less unforced errors. We're seeing wins instead of points being gained by opposition mistakes. Good pick up from Working. Excellent.
And very smart play. Very smart play. Alan, that's, I'll take some credit. I say that's beach, because he plays, Finn plays beach and plays box beach as well. And now, it's not about the power all the time. It's about placement as well, and you can get yourself out of trouble there.
Are there many of these guys that you coach in beach then, Dave?
I'm quite proud to say yes. I have almost a handful of these boys on the beach training quite consistently. Finn is one of them.
A couple of unforced errors. Just as I said, they seem to have disappeared from the game. And is your beach coaching year-round, even through the winter?
Through the winter, unfortunately, the weather doesn't allow us, so everybody goes and plays indoor. But in the 3 to 6 months of summer, we have time to get these boys on the sand and get them to work on their skills, overall skills, because on the beach, you have to touch the ball all the time, setting, passing, attacking, and the footwork is different. So I think there is a lot of transfer from the beach to indoor.
That's a big jump.
It's a big jump.
And a big serve from Njuguna, but it went out. Still a 2-point game as we're in deep into the teens of scoring.
That was a great swing.
Yeah, O'Riordan was very happy with that one. Puffs out his chest, playing with the one sleeve rolled up. He's saying this is my hitting arm, it needs a bit more movement.
Freeing up that muscle a little bit without the sleeve on. Just roll it up, let it go free. Show the extra muscles on that attacking arm. Love that.
Oops. Yeah, so that was good determination from the North, even though there was a bit of a mix-up communication-wise. They stuck to it, worked hard, got the point, forced the South into a net touch.
Yes, Alan, I think that was experience from Peter. Get himself out of jail. Missed time to jump, but he manages to get the ball still over and do some damage.
Good serve.
That was a great dig by Finn. And another dig. Can Peter put this ball down? Pipe attack again. We've got a mega rally here. And wipe off the block. Point for Ireland.
Yeah, that was another good hard hit by the one sleeve wonder.
Yeah, in these long rallies, I think the matter and the team that wins it is the team that can hold it together for longer. Minimize errors on your side, and then a timeout called from Callum.
And I'm just going to call him Grifo.
Grifo.
So it is a well-timed timeout. Yes, down by 3, but like you said, that was a long point. And with the kill, the wipe off the block, it gave a bit of momentum to the south. And let's see what the north have come out with. Any tactical differences?
We have ourselves a game. This definitely isn't a one-sided game. This could go anywhere.
It's very evenly matched. You could almost see this group coming down to one win each per team, and that'll be interesting to see who qualifies for the semis.
Good pass by Johnny Workman.
And he hustles after the deflection.
And that is a smart play by Peter. Out of system. Puts the ball down. Well done, big man. Bambi. Was that Bambi?
Substitution coming in. We've got a double substitution coming in. We've got Fleming. And that's not double substitution, sorry. It's the libero going off. Well, this is the first appearance in this game by Fleming. He had a rough start the previous game. Might be why he hasn't started this one.
That's
Cracker
a great
serve.
And he comes in and delivers.
That is so difficult to do. If you're on the bench and your first input to the game is to come on and serve, and he's served an ace.
Mind of still brings his team into only 1 point behind the South.
I'm enjoying this, Dave.
Yes, indeed. Another serve, another cracking serve.
Setter dragged way off the net.
Peter, can he deliver? Yes, and he delivers. And just like what we said, Alan, we have ourselves a game.
Tied at
90.
Good hustle.
Yeah. Aaron is one of the boys that comes to the beach and trains with me, and I don't want to take any credit, but he's one of the North's most talented players. He's played in Sweden, semi-pro, and he definitely got the fire. That's why they call him the Flame-O.
Oh,
Flame
nice.
on.
He certainly has the height and the physical attributes for it, and he has shown by coming fresh off the bench to serve, he has the mental capacity for it as well. It's a big block. 1 point lead.
2019.
It was 3 down.
Northern
Whenever
Ireland.
Grifo took the timeout, and now they're 1 up.
How just one change can turn things around. Flame on. Oh, just out, but that is great. Great work by
Fantastic
Fleming.
run of serves, fantastic. Gets a high 10 from his coach.
get his team back on track. And just like that, a 3-point lead, poof, gone.
It's the first team to 5 points. subs are making a good bit of volume. Did it put
Ah,
off
missed
the
serve.
serve from Ireland?
Maybe a little bit of pressure there for the server. I say, Alan, there's time and place to go for your serve, but I think if your team just lost 4 points in a row, you're gonna have to get that ball in the court. Oh. And a roof block by Northern Ireland. Oh my God, that ball went down faster than the player.
Somebody call the fire brigade because I think the roof is now officially on fire.
Luther just said no. And a great pass.
There we go. Once again, you've got McGlynn taking the option not to just hit as hard as he can, but find the space in court and tip the ball into it.
Another smart play by Ireland.
Let's see if Donnelly can put this serve in court after the previous miss. Yep.
That ball was a little bit too high and way over, and especially if your setter is backcourt, you have to try to bring that ball off the net a little bit.
So the Irish team set up to overcome their service mistake with a really good serve. And the North get their receive. It's better. And another one from Bambi.
Point to Northern Ireland. That's your go-to guy. He shows more consistency today at this game than he showed on the first game. Good to see Peter going at it.
Yeah, he's hitting 500 here. He's got 5 kills from his 10 hits. And we've been giving kudos to the Irish number 10, McGlynn, for his clever thinking, and that time he just buries it.
He saw the opening, Alan, and he went for it. That's a long rally. Who takes that point?
It was hit out. It's point
And
to the
point
North.
goes to North. They got a set point, Alan. This is so interesting because they were just 16-19 behind. And now they've got themselves a set point on this opening set.
And Graham Bell's made the wise decision, the coach of the Ireland team, to take a timeout. I've also known Graham for about 20 years, but for some reason he doesn't have a nickname. Might be because there was another Bell around the same time he was playing, and he was called Dinger.
Timeout called by Coach Graham Bell. Graham is actually Northern Irish, who's leading the Irish team for almost about 7 months. And he's done a great job with this team.
Ooh.
And that's what a coach does, bringing the pressure.
If we could, we would give the coach that point. Two clear points time. The receiving team for Northern Ireland looked totally relaxed, calm, ready for this one. What can Andrew going to do with the serve? Is he going to thrash it?
He has done 2 jump serves, but this time it goes a little bit easier. Can Paddy not hit the ball to the net? Unfortunately, net stops Paddy. And now Ireland has set point.
It is hard to hit when the ball's coming from that far behind you. You're trying to open your body up to get it up.
It's been a
into the
roller
net.
coaster, this set. And misses the serve. There's 2 missed serves on the set point, Alan. I think every coach in this weekend tournament can take one thing away.
They're getting nervous.
Work on your serving.
And Jugan has had 4 serves, and he's made an error on Turbin.
Very
Another
smart
well-placed
play.
tip.
Very smart play. Sonny to serve. One of the Irish's strongest players.
Good pass from Rookie. Oh,
Miles, what a time to bring that out.
clever. Gutsy play.
That's the volleyball IQ right there for you.
And we're tied again.
And an ace by Paddy. What a time to bring an ace. Now, Northern Ireland has set point. This is a great set.
This is exciting. I'm trying to remain non-biased, and it's proving very difficult.
Another serve. This time it goes in. Let's see.
What a pickup.
And again.
Some great blocking here. Oh yeah. Clever. So clever
Peter!
from Bambi.
Take a bow. Bring home the set point and first set for the home team.
That is an excellent comeback. The North were down by 3 or 4 points, it seemed like, for a long time. And
My
then-
heart is beating too fast, Alan, too fast.
Yeah, we need a break here, do we? It all stemmed from the timeout from Grievo, the coach of Northern Ireland. Got a good run of points on, then Ireland fought back again, but we levelled it.
He surely knows what he's doing.
It's also, I think he's made one change in the starting lineup from the first game. And that Fleming started the first game, but not this one. And he has made an excellent contribution, even so. He came on, had a cracker run of serves.
Yeah, I agree, Alan. I think that point when Fleming turned the game around, 16, 19 down, just went for the serve, no fear, just flame on, and put Northern Ireland in a better position to fight. They had a little bit of wobble. They missed the serve on a set point. They lost their advantage, but then they brought it back. Paddy with an ace, and Peter with the finish, with a smart play just behind the block.
Indeed, and it looks like the North are raring to go already. Still got at least a minute and a half to go. The Ireland team are deep in discussions. And the captain from the North, Bambi, is certainly leading by example. He's had 12 hits and killed half of them. He's the leading hitter at 500 for the North. And then for the South, the leading hitter is McGlynn. And he's had roughly the same number of chances, 11. He's killed 4 of them with just the 1 blocked. I think as the game went on, certainly it seemed like a nervous start in the first set from both teams, but then they were able to cut down on their errors.
Yeah, I agree. Great job by Coach Grievo to bring the sub in, call the timeout at the right time, and win the set for his team. That's experience. And you played with Grievo, Alan.
I did. A long time ago.
How was he on the court when he was playing?
He was a
I
bit
wanna
more
know.
calm than you would expect on the court when he was playing, but very cerebral. He just understood the game so well. You could kind of tell that coaching would be a good way to go for him.
What position did he play?
Outside.
Outside player.
In 05, I was the assistant coach for the Northern Ireland men's team, the junior team, and Grievo was in that team, and we went to Liechtenstein for a tournament. The referee spotted the net touch.
First point to Ireland. They take the advantage at the very earliest stages of this set. Can they bounce back?
Grievo said before the match he wanted his team to be aggressive.
A foot fault called by the line judge. Julian has been putting a lot of pressure on that serve. When he gets it right, those serves are so powerful.
He just hasn't got it right often enough. 3 service errors he's had.
What
a reach.
That was such a high point to contact the ball. Zakir Hassan. Oh my, he was flying. Somebody had to stop him not to jump over the net to the other side.
It looks like this game could be very tight.
Paddy goes for a little roll shot, beach roll shot. Well recovered.
Free ball time.
And a smart play by Paddy Jolly, our beach volleyball player who plays indoor, or indoor volleyball players who plays beach. I can't tell. He does them both, and he does them both really well.
Yeah, it looked like he was using a beach style shot there. Good float serve from McElvain.
Float serve, yes. And uses the gap.
Well finished. Diamond Brennan had an opening cross court and he took it.
Yeah, I think the setter, the Irish setter, did a really good job keeping the middle blocker of Northern Ireland on his toes. That's why he missed getting to the side. And the one-to-one block is so much easier to score.
That all came from the strong
Another
serve.
overpass. And another point for Ireland. We've seen lots of those overpasses.
We have. The previous game was quite similar.
Good
Better
pass.
pass.
And this is it. When you have your setter in a good position to distribute the ball into the middle and the sidelines, you are way more effective on your attack. And that's what Callum told me. He wants to attack, attack, and attack today.
And there's another attack.
Ace. Yeah, your attack starts from serve. That was a great serve by Finn. Such a talented boy, Finn. And a monster block.
Brilliant. At the very start of the game, the middles for the Republic of Ireland team seemed to be doing whatever they wanted. But that sort of eased off in the middle of the first set. And now the Northern Ireland middles are dominating more. Another touch on the block, just couldn't pick it up.
Just rushed in a little bit to touch the ball. Finley could have taken a little bit more time to give a clear touch, but the speed of that ball is so high that your reaction needs to be on point and really fast. And this time read well.
Great hustle from the south.
Go, Paddy. And unfortunately, he hits the ball out of bounds. I think that free ball could have been dealt with a little bit better.
Yeah, Worky knows he was, from his reaction, he knows he should have done better in that one.
6-5. And this game is gonna be very, very tight. Again, is it tight?
Perhaps a bit too optimistic there, I think, from Riley. Just if you're so far off the net, just pop it up to someone instead of trying to do a perfect set under arm all the way towards the net.
Unfortunately, with these balls that they're out of system, you have to deal with them a little bit better.
Free ball, what can the South do with it?
Obviously middle.
They can win a point.
Now that's 3 points in a row for Ireland. Yeah, Grivo sees it and he says, enough's enough.
Yeah, there were
I have to put a stop to this.
a couple of serve receptions there that were nowhere near the setter, just had him running all over the place, and then that means the opposition know there's no middle hit and they can set up the block even if the ball does get over to them. With a far better chance.
Yeah, a few unforced errors as well from the Northern Irish side. Free balls and a couple of serves that they're coming at you easy. Should deliver and give your setter some options, and also a couple of errors. But Northern Irish team look locked in and focused, and they want to bring this back. They've done it in the last game, last set.
Graham, the coach of the Republic of Ireland there, he was having good look across the net to see what state of mind the players in the north are. Before the game, Graham was saying their aim is to win a medal here. Goes again, McGlynn. He had a couple of tips at one point earlier. That's a couple of hard hits he's had more recently.
This is a tough rotation for the Northern Irish team. They have to get themselves out of this.
And that's one way to do it.
Not needed. The other team just does you a favor. Paddy on the service line. Serve dealt with really well. And Peter, great swing, but the better pickup.
Set straight away. Bambi wasn't expecting that, unfortunately.
That was the right idea. To be honest, in my daydreaming, I thought Peter's going to jump set back to Riley. Maybe in another universe and reality, I would see that.
Back to a 4-point lead for the South. Great pass.
That's a brilliant, brilliant pass, but unfortunately, errors just keep stacking up for Northern Ireland. Alan, what would you do as a coach if you see your team making like errors after errors?
I would simply make a substitution or two. There are guys very able there, but it's not exactly one person who's doing all these errors. It's spread around the team, so give them more of a chance. Maybe a timeout, then that means you've only scored 7 points and you've used both your timeouts. Craigavon and Worky were having a conversation there.
And there's a great block by Peter. Can he do it again? Unfortunately, he can't.
McGlynn is
It's a very smart play again.
Yeah, he's had 3 or 4 of those. He's moved on now to be the top hitter for the South. Can he follow it up with a nice service win? And that's what you call a perfect serve.
Perfect serve. I think as a middle, you have to be on the watch for those.
Yep, you're the one that's right there, so then just move on, get a pass up, hit something, or let the other team make a mistake.
(13-8). I think Ireland is slowly keeping their distance, making the distance further and further.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where the North kind of need to get a run on here to close the gap at least. That will help.
I think that's what they need. A little bit more fire.
Just noticed Lachlan Donnelly, number 3 for the South, has 2 different coloured shoes on. Happy to say I like that.
That was a good serve.
I was about to say what a pancake, but
yes.
it hit the deck.
I think that ball touched the floor,
Yeah.
and the player knows it as well.
Yeah, the way he reacted, you could tell.
2 points in a row for the North. Can they keep the momentum?
Riley's got a run over the serves. Can he get another one? Cracker
Out of
serve.
system. They're in a little bit of trouble here. But no trouble.
That was a really well-placed hit. The North had the two-man block up there, but this went round the side of them.
And from Mr. Donnelly, he came on this set and he delivered for his team. A very important point, interrupting the Northern Irish momentum. They were winning lots of points and they were in trouble on that one as well.
Yeah. It was a very good serve.
Another miss.
At this point, if I was Coach Graham Bell of the Republic, I would contemplate a serving sub. Unfortunately, Jugan is on a bit of a downturn with the servings. That's 6, and he's missed 4 of them.
And a strategic change for Northern Ireland. They bring in the flame on. Again, that guy jumped so high. This is Zakir Hassan, number 14.
Good full serve from Yamada Brown.
Can he get him out of trouble? Opportunity for the Irish team. And they win it. And going further.
Yamada Brannan had the strong float serve that put the North under pressure, and he stepped up to get a backcourt kill. And I shouldn't have said that because then he served out. Double substitution here for the South. Got Disu coming in, and also Valdez. Let's see what Valdez can do with his distribution. He's getting well warmed up, shaking his hands, rubbing the sweat off them, make sure he's ready for the ball.
Luther on the service line.
Great block, another roof, this time from Jackson. He rose up well above it, got his arms angled the right way and threw the ball straight down.
Northern Irish team slowly getting closer.
Here we go.
Again for the Northern Irish team. Another point. It feels like the story from the last set is repeating itself.
It does indeed. That's Graham's been forced to take a timeout. His bench players on the South, they're staying warm, jogging, jumping up and down. And that's pretty much how I spent my international volleyball career, was warming up. I was the most warmed up player in the world, I think, at one time. Did you know that, Dave?
Yes, I know that feeling. I've been warming up since I was 13. Sometimes your team needs you to be that player. Just warm up, be ready to go in whenever needed, and cheer them on. And the team is more important than the individual.
And we haven't seen many subs made for the North so far. The Libros have interchanged a couple of times, but apart from that, the only non-starter to come on has been Fleming. Yeah, that's about a 17 touch play, that one. You get called for that. There we go, the North are rolling. combination of good hard play, good strong block up, forcing the South into mistakes. Couldn't quite level it up though.
Now it's a 2-point game.
And Donnelly stretch it out a bit again for the South. Big deep breath in. Yeah, that is a waste.
He got too excited.
He did. He got in his mind, he says, here's an easy chance for me to slam a point, and he lost it. Good serve, put them under pressure. Another clever tip. Ooh, nice. That's excellent. That was good setting choice. He went to the outside. The ball didn't get killed, but the setter fed him again. And this time, he was able to put it away. Fleming's contributed quite well since he came on. Fantastic serve there from Finn Doyle. It just floated, put the serve receiver under immense pressure, and he couldn't deal with it. Let's see if Finn can repeat that. Will he put more power into it or drop it in again? Another nice float. There's a chance now for the North to take over.
Good recycle. Another recycle.
Both teams are working really hard here. On the
Transition by the South boys.
There's a long rally, and that's the kind of one that can give you momentum. And we're tied at 18. This is excellent to watch. I'm really enjoying this, Dave.
Yes, my heart is pounding me.
I think the Northern Ireland subs might take that point. They screamed and shouted Northern Ireland really loudly. Did it put off the server? Who knows?
And guess who is on the service line, Alan?
Who?
Play
Tell us.
on. Can he bring the heat that he brought in the last set?
Of course not.
But it's okay. He's gonna have to move on. I would risk that because on the last set, he had such a good run on the serve.
$19 each. Got ready, the setter, right the net, calling the plays with his hand behind his back. We're back again to Donnelly. Middle just couldn't quite connect with the setter on that one. That's a kill and a half by Bambi. Here we go, setter change coming up. Oh, maybe it's a serving sub. Yeah, in comes Jason Martin, who is a setter. He's coming in cold off the bench again. It's a difficult skill, this, not having played yet. To come in, concentrate, keep a composure. I hope he can't hear me, because me saying this might put him off. done, Jason. That is how to make an impact off the bench. Cracker float just dipped short. He did well. He broke even. Sub straight off. Middle comes off for Worky the libero. This is getting intense. This is great to watch. Some good volleyball and also a lot of pressure. That came from a strong serve, put the receiver under pressure and just weren't able to get the ball hittable too well for the North. And that's a good comeback from Bambi. He was forced into a difficult hit the point before. This time, no nerves at all, straight back up. Knocked it down. So we're just having technical difficulties with Dave's mic here. We're trying to get him another one. I think that's an example. Before the match, I was speaking to Coach Graham of the Republic of Ireland team. He said they're trying to focus on the medium plays. In other words, if it's not a super set, not perfect, don't just swing at the ball because you're more liable to lose a point. So he's trying to get his team to perhaps tip more, and we've been seeing some good examples of that from the Irish team, especially from McGlynn. He's been tipping and placing his shots well, and Graham's been forced into a timeout here. Getting very close to the end of the set again. There's only 1 point in it. Yeah, Graham's talking, emphasizing a few points with his team. And it's not just this team that he works with in the Republic of Ireland setup. He also works with the men's under 20s and under 18 teams. So he's got about 74-5 athletes he's working with at the minute. He's got his senior team performing well. He's only in this position of head coach of the senior team for a few months. Should also say he's originally from the north of Ireland. That's how I've known him so long. Another fine example of you don't have to absolutely hammer every hit. Just use your brain, roll it into space. Well picked out, Bambi. Here we go. 2 set points. Both sets have been very close. So we got 2 set points. What kind of serve will Miles Riley come up with here? Will he really blast it? Will he float it? Will he take a bit off it just to make sure it goes in?
What a time to come back.
Welcome back, Dave. Good to have you.
Had a bit of technical difficulties, but this game.
No.
And out of bounds.
Yeah, I have to
But
say.
a net fault is called by the referee.
The 2 linesmen called it out, but from where I'm standing, it looked like it landed right on the white corner.
Yeah.
So that means it's in, and Grievo's going for a timeout here. Here we go. 1 point game.
So what did I miss in the short period of time that I left you?
It got quite
Here,
intense,
Alan.
basically. If the mic wasn't so close to my mouth, I'd be biting my fingernails. So it's really a case of, I think, the North edged ahead through some strong blocking, and then Graham Bell took a timeout, and that turned things around again for his team in the South.
But it was such a brilliant display of just courage to stay in the game from the North and turn it all around again for the second time.
And this is a big serve for Njuguna. Out of the 6 serves he's had so far, he's missed 4 of them. Well done. There's a good serve he got in the crunch moment.
And
Boom! Shake, shake, shake the room!
the home crowd, oh my God. This game had everything in it. And the Northern Irish boys did it again. Fall behind, just chase after the Irish team, and then South just turned their head 1 second and they are now behind 2 sets. In both sets they had the lead. They could have taken the set, but now they're 2 sets behind.
Yeah, it seemed like each set was the same as the other. Like you say, South got off to a fast start. North pegged them back, bit of to and fro. This comes down to a few points here or there. A hit slightly in compared to slightly out could make a difference. Looking to see if any teams make any changes to their starting lineup for this set. Both sets decided by 2 points. It's excellent to see. Close, hard-fought game. Can the Republic of Ireland come all the way back and win a 5-setter? Or will the North be able to close it out? Yeah, it looks like the team talk's over for the North already. Grievo's pacing up and down the sideline. He's looking pumped. It looks like Grievo wants to get out there and play himself. Don't we all?
Yeah, I tell you what, Alan, I think if I was Grievo, I would have just changed shirts and got in. So boys, I'll show you how it's done, and on the first jump, I would break my back or something. Just get back to my seat and say, yeah, I'm a coach.
I think
that's what I did last time on the beach mate. I thought I'm the same player I was 5 years ago. So I just jumped in with no warm-up, and I got me back handed to me by my players, and I realized, yes, now I need to go and just coach more than I play.
I think you're doing yourself a disservice there. We just blame it not on the age but on the lack of warm-up.
Yeah, let's just blame everything on the warm-up.
Coach Graham Bell looking intense after a good prolonged team talk tactically there for his team. No shouting and yo-hoing. It's all about who to do what when. Looks like both teams are sticking with what has worked well for them so far. Here we go here in South Lake Leisure Centre in Craigavon, Northern Ireland. The fourth of 4 games today.
And Alan, I've got somebody messaging me saying your nickname was Pokey.
It still is.
Is it still Pokey?
Yep, very confused because a few people have been calling me Alan this weekend and I don't realise they're talking to me, and then they are.
So what's the story behind Pokey? I really want to know.
Well, from sunny Lurgan here near Craigavon, when I was young in primary school, then the ice cream man comes round on Lurgan, an ice cream cone is called a poke. So I would run home to my mum saying, "Can I have a poke please, mum?" And my friends in primary school started calling me Poke, and a lot of people in volleyball still know me just as Poke.
Poke.
And then it gets changed over the years to Pokey.
Brilliant. What a story. And back to the game. What a brilliant scoop that one was.
And clever from Bambi. Yeah.
And finally, Northern Ireland earned their first point of this match.
And Bambi was saying to me before the game, so Coach Graham Bell of the Southern team, it was Graham Bell that got Bambi into volleyball in the first place, because Graham was working up here in the north, going around schools doing some coaching. And this is Tantague Junior High School. And we have the coach of the Southern team to thank for getting the Northern Ireland captain into the sport.
And a free ball coming over to the north side. Can they punish the South for this ball?
Yes, they can.
Ready in the fiddle, give it to the middle.
Nice one. Should probably say as well, the Tantague Junior High School where Bambi went to, there were 3 of them from that that went to that school in the Northern Ireland squad today.
So why Bambi?
I think when he started playing volleyball, he was a young teenager and still growing quite quickly. So he looked like he was Bambi on an ice rink. His legs were all over the place.
That's not the story anymore.
Certainly not.
Unfortunately, the contact was not really clean on that ball from Finn, and that ball goes miles out.
And we've got the same start to this set as the previous couple of sets.
Yeah.
An early lead for the South.
I start to suspect that this is Northern Ireland's strategy, to just fall behind and then bring it back.
I hope not, because it's making me very nervous.
Yeah, it's making us all very nervous, mate.
It seems contagious. There's like one mistake on one side of the net, and that team then makes maybe one or two more in a row to switch things around.
And Peter
Well
puts
done.
an end into the momentum
It almost
of the South team.
it seems like the South are picking on Bambi on the serves, but I think he's coping admirably with it.
Yeah, I think because he's one of the best attackers North has. They're trying to get him out of system.
Yeah. He is, percentage-wise, he's just behind McElveen at the minute. So Bambi has had more hits. The total of hit opportunities Bambi had is 24. The next highest on the North team is Doyle with 12. So it's clear to see where the North are going. And then if we look at the similar stat for the South, it's a bit closer at the top. McGlynn with 19 opportunities and Yamada Brennan with 16.
Luther on the service line. Is this overpass? Yes, and Finn punishes the overpass. Attaboy. Go get him, jump high,
That's
and punish
excellent.
the overpass.
The concentration we saw in the previous set, there was one for the Republic of Ireland and their player just went up, hit it into the net. It's a good concentration from Finn there.
And again, I think history repeats itself one more time.
It's,
Get a good serve, and then you miss the next one.
it's getting a bit scrappy, yeah.
Yes, I think this game, a lot of things just repeat themselves.
What a pancake pickup from the libero, Davarin. Boom!
That is down.
That's how to kill a ball, Matthew Jackson. Straight
That ball hit
down.
the 3-meter line.
Something I was never able to do. Good deep serve.
That's one of the balls that got recycled again. And Mr. Fleming goes deep in the cross court and delivers.
Yeah, and that rotation when you've got the lefty opposite playing at the front left position of the court, the blockers, in this case on the Ireland side, they may not have been expecting it, so it just gives Fleming more room to swing with his lefty.
There are two lefties in the Northern Irish side, which makes it a big advantage.
It does, if nothing
Great
else.
recycle by Peter. And another ball in the same place by Fleming.
And
Somebody put somebody there to defend that ball.
There are three lefties in the Northern Ireland side because Bambi is actually left-handed, but for some reason when he started to play the sport, he hit right-handed.
I didn't know that about him. So he can play both hands.
No, just the left,
Just
but he
the
is
left.
right-handed.
Good recycle again. Can Fleming deliver? Oh, this time they had a player there.
That was a great back set, fantastic back set for Ireland there. Jordan Donnelly deserves respect for that one.
Great hustle by the Irish team. South is working really hard here.
We've got a sub this time, serving sub I presume.
You got to see South. If South loses this game, they're up against Faroe Islands. They're one of the favorites to win this tournament. and their team is solid. So it's a must-win for the South as well.
This puts the pressure onto Jeremiah here, straight off the bench. He's cold.
Jump spin handled really well.
Ooh.
A lot is happening in this point.
Yeah.
Can somebody put this ball down?
Good save.
Using the corners. And again. Interesting option by the setter.
Yeah, the setter was
Keep
dragged
that
off the
ball.
net from the pass. And Bambi was going for a good hard hit, but the set wasn't quite available for that, so he picked. To be fair, instead of wheeling the ball into the net, he made the right choice to try to score a point.
Handled again, that jump serve, but Fleming. Monster block by Northern Ireland.
I want to hear the song by the DJ. There we go.
And there
He's
we go.
got it.
DJ Sam Hoy.
Very worthy of that. We've had a few excellent monster blocks, especially by the middles in the Northern Ireland team.
That's the Fleming. Flame on, and he's going for his serve. That top spin serve has been deadly. And it's
Once
deadly
again.
again. Another ace for the big boy.
That's impressive. That's 2 aces. He leads the North of Ireland side with 2 aces with Finn.
Another
Make
ace.
that taking the sole lead with 3. Again, I like to call that a perfect serve. If you can hit the top of the net and just let it dribble over, you're going to win the point.
Yes, Alan, repeated skill. Repeated luck is a skill.
Leads to a timeout from Graham for the Republic of Ireland.
Yeah, good call by Graham. He saw the momentum shifting.
And we've got a bit of a difference in this set. At this point in the previous 2 sets, the South were ahead by 2 or 3 points. This time the North are ahead by 2 points. So let's see if the North can go ahead and keep rolling to take the set, or will the South be able to pull back this time?
I suspect maybe this is South's strategy, to fall behind and then do the same thing to the North, because they were ahead both sets and they lost both sets. Very tight, and a very tight score.
This could still go either way. I know it's 2-0 in sets to the North, but both sets have been so close. This could go to a 5-setter.
Yeah, we have ourselves such a nice game. Flame on. Another serve, and overpass. Got punished again by Bambi.
Unleashed the hammer in that one.
I gotta tell you, Aaron is on fire right now. Another great serve. Peter with a chance, and he delivers again.
The length of his stride in the run-up for that one, and the speed of his run-up, he just kept that forward momentum and threw it all into the ball.
Put a leap into it. I think last 3 points, it has been just Flame and Bambi.
Stepping up in the big
He
time.
goes for them. Floats, what a smart choice. Can he pay off?
Yes.
And yes, it did. Just the state and the smartness, the IQ of Fleming. He topspin 3 balls, and now on the 4th serve, he just went for a float. And he got him just caught off guard.
He's forced Graham into a sub. So he's taken off O'Riordan and brought in Bumatai to see what we can shore up with the serve receive.
And North get another point here on this rotation.
We'll call that an inspired substitution by the coach. So that was, I think, a 5-point lead for North, which is their biggest lead of the whole day.
I think that was a relief for the South. Alan Misser, we had this conversation before, Alan, and I think that is very crucial for the server after a few points that your team has lost.
Yeah, in the first set, South had 5 service errors, 6 in the second. They've had 2 already here.
And another misserve here by the North.
Yeah, the North had 5 service errors in the first set, only 3 in the second, and already at 4 in this set. So 4 of the 11 points that the South have been given to them on the serve by the North. Are we going to talk about service errors all night long?
They just, they don't want to make their opposition feel too bad, so they just miss the serve. They give it back to them.
Another sub.
I can't find another reason but that. Just being too nice to each other.
Yeah, indeed. Lachlan Donnelly's coming in.
Pokey, did you miss a lot of serves when you were playing?
No comment.
No comment. I need to ask your teammates, maybe Grivo and Alan McKnight. What was his nickname?
Chip.
McKnight. Chip.
Alan McKnight's Chip. Is he still playing beach?
Yes, he comes to the beach now and then. Now this year we have seen him a few times. He's a great player and a nice guy.
He was a very good setter back in the day, a nice guy indeed.
Still a good setter.
I thought he was still in Denmark.
Yeah, I think he's back now.
We've got a timeout, another timeout here. It's a 6-point lead for the North, so Graham has taken another timeout.
Talking about beach, but I gotta tell you, my roots are in indoor. I started playing volleyball indoor, and it was just recently, I'll say recently, it's been 11 years that I started playing beach and coach beach. And I do really enjoy the indoor, the vibes indoor, and the sense of belonging to a team. And the game is just beautiful to watch and see these boys going after it, and the girls going after it. So it's good to see how far it's come.
The main reason I prefer indoor in Northern Ireland is because the weather is, shall we say, unpredictable.
Unpredictable,
outdoor.
yeah. Good way to put it, Nick. It's been too nice. Another cross-court attack by Sonny.
He has stepped up well in this match. He's, like I said, right up there, second highest point scorer.
Tick, tick, boom, big man.
Yep, here we come. Yep, serving in the backcourt play is finished now for Jeremiah Bigway, so back on to play front middle. We have Hassan. Strong float serve.
That was an opportunity for the Northern Irish team to expand their lead, but unfortunately the ball just hits the bottom of the net by Bambi.
So they were up by 6, now they're up by 4. Another serve came up for Njigana. What can he do? Another good one.
Great pass by Peter. And he delivers, makes up for his mistake on the previous point.
That shows good mental character. He made a mistake in the previous play, he came back, cracker pass, hard hit, wipe off, point.
Yeah, he's bringing it home for the team.
Followed
That's
up
a
by a
good
super
serve.
float serve.
Flame on.
There's a big chance. Yeah.
Those are stuff you just have to forget about and just move on and keep your advantage.
Yeah,
North has 4 points advantage, Alan. That's a good place to be.
If I was up 18-14 in every set as a player or a coach, I'd be very happy.
Sonny on the service line. He's showing a good character in this game. He swung really well. Great pass by Johnny. Workman. And out.
Yeah.
think referee has called the touch on the block, and I think rightfully so.
Yeah, it was close, but to me it looked like it came off a Republic of Ireland player and then out.
And
not
no
just
argument from the South boys.
Just from the bench, not from the players on the court.
On the good serve, on the good pass. Sonny hits that ball out. Meters out. And that extends the lead for the Northern Irish team to 6 points.
And his hitting percentage of the
And an ace serve.
You take that.
Luther, take a bow.
This is running away pretty quickly from the south. 7-point lead, the biggest of the whole match for either team.
Yeah, Alan, I wanted to say things are going south for the South.
And I will just say, ba-dum-ts. He's still swinging.
A good set from.
Oh, excellent.
Oh my days!
And
Finn brought his own kind of heat.
Another benefit of having a lefty hitting at the right side.
Yeah, that boy's very explosive. He goes up so easily. He just flies up there.
Double sub for the South.
Yeah.
You're both players who have been on before. Change of setter again. Another chance for Valdez. See if he can help turn it around for his team as setter. 8-point lead. That is quite the lead at this point.
Quite the lead on the third set, and I think things are promising for the North.
I have seen leads bigger than this blown though.
Great serve by Luther again.
Concentration.
What a dig. And Finn uses and tools the block. Use and abuse board. Very smart. Smart play by Finn.
There's a huge difference in the noise level between both sides of the court and their respective benches.
And great discipline on the backcourt to defend that ball, dig it and bring it back.
Just out. So lots of pressure now on the serve here. They got Bumate. See if they can haul back a few points before it gets the match point for the North.
I think Alan, the home crowd would be really happy to see this ball going out by the server or Fleming. Put this ball down.
It's a good solo block. Here we
And
go.
yes,
Match point.
he delivers.
9 match points.
Match point for the North.
So
I gotta
course.
tell you, start of the first set, I could have not guessed that this would be the end.
I was thinking
Of
5-setter.
Another misserve, but I think when you're 24-15 up, you can afford to lose a couple points.
So Hassan, he needs to get every serve in, and they need to be hard and or fast to put the North under pressure.
Can the Northern Irish boys deliver and finish this set? No,
Good pick
South
up.
is still fights for every point. Pokey, we just saw a pokey by Finn. And that is a great swing.
Yeah, that is
Keep the
something.
South in the game.
As District hasn't had much playing time, that is something that's been missing, I think, for the South since up until the halfway point of the first set. Another benefit of making these subs, it gives Graham Bell a good opportunity to see who might be on fire for the what looks like now a potentially big game for them tomorrow.
And that swing by Alamin Idris, that has so much power into it. This guy just flew and swung so hard on that ball in the cross court. That was such a sharp angle as well.
We had a good vantage point for that one.
Okay,
So let's see if
Again.
Bevo's timeout can put the server Hassan under pressure.
Zakir Hassan on the service line. He's been great.
He drags his right foot when he's coming in to serve as well. I always
Okay,
thought
now
put you off balance.
The Northern Irish boys are just teasing it. Losing 3 points in a row on the match point. You wonder, are they going to feel a little bit under pressure, having still 6 points.
That is out. Yeah, the longer this goes on, the more nervy players can become.
Yeah. I can see Grivo here, that he's just biting his nails. And boys, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Just finish this game.
Yeah, even his
Do you
body
wanna go
language
home?
there as the guys are coming off court, put his hands up. Calm down, guys, calm down, just focus.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, Alan. When you have a few points ahead, you just feel too comfortable, or just, I don't know what it is. When you have set points, how many set points, you just give them away like a bunch of extra cash that you've got. I think you have to finish it there and then.
Yep, it's all in the mind. It's just you switch off, you don't concentrate or focus as much. And I have to say, big respect for Hassan here. He's under huge pressure with his serves. He's not just doing a get the ball over the net serve, he's putting the other team under pressure.
If there is a comeback, that could be one of the greatest comebacks ever.
That's a finish.
Northern Ireland takes this game by stop, by a big swing.
That was a cracker swing by Jackson right at the end there. Look at the celebrations, this is how much it means. We touched on at the start of the game, this is a big local derby, so to speak, North v South.
They make the home crowd really proud, kept themselves in this tournament. This was do or die. And against the South brothers, it was like a derby, but they still all stay in this tournament, South and North.
And the crowd have enjoyed that as well, lots of people on their feet, clapping, cheering, waving flags.
Great display of volleyball.
And the DJ has put on the Glory, Glory, Northern Ireland.
Alan, truly, I enjoyed this game very much. This was an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure for me too, Dave. And just thank everyone for tuning in online here at South Lake Leisure Centre. And just a reminder, we're back again tomorrow. So we have 4 more matches. The first match at 10 o'clock, Scotland v San Marino, which will decide the winner of that group. And then we have Ireland versus the Faroe Islands. And then at 4:30 with the first semi-final, and tomorrow night 7 o'clock the second semi-final. So thank you everyone for joining us. Hope you enjoyed that match. It was tense. I thought it would be a 5-setter, but well done to the teams.
I think 3-setter. We're happy to finish it here. And now, again, thanks to everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.